Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is David, your tour guide in Israel.
Hello.
This is me, Shiri. Today's tour is on
Timna Park, just north of Eilat. So join us on our tour of Timna. Timna Park is a great stop on your way to Eilat. Just note that you should check the visiting hours on the website because they close early on certain days and during the low season. Timna Park map. So this is Road 90, this is the entrance, visitor center. In the visitor center you buy the ticket, you can watch the multimedia show, and then you can get a map. We're going to see the arches and the ancient mines, Solomon's pillars, and the Chatchot temple. There's a lake, Timna Lake, and around the lake there's camping site, mountain bike, the tabernacle, if you're interested in watching the tabernacle. These mines date back to chalcolithic period and are among the most ancient mines in the world. The mining followed the greenish copper veins inside the sandstone. Some of them are still visible today. So they would dig a shaft and then tunnels. The mining marks are like little holes because they used a stone tool. Little piece of copper. Fun?
maybe.
So the ancient miners, they knew that this white sandstone deposition, in it are little tiny pieces of copper. See this color? There it is. And they would follow the vein and cut it out of the mountain. Wow! You can walk through the mine.
I'm not sure.
זה לא אלגנטי. Amazing. In the visitor center, there is a detailed presentation of the ancient copper extraction process. The miners would find the rocks that contain copper and then crush the rocks into fine ores that would be placed in a furnace. By burning charcoal and adding oxygen, they managed to reach temperatures of 1200 degrees Celsius. This is needed for the copper ores to melt. The copper is heavier than the slag, so it sinks to the floor of the furnace and can be separated from the debris. Copper extraction was the high-tech of the ancient world. Wow. Yeah, you can see the chisel marks on the walls, and you can see the steps that they carved so they can climb in and out. So join us now as we hike to our next stop, the amazing rock arch. The soft sandstone is exposed to wind and rain, and the erosion forces form beautiful rock formations. So out of all of the nature walks in Timna Park, we recommend this one, the one that you park your car there and you walk up here to the arch. This is the big arch. And then if that's enough and it's hot, you just walk down the ladder back to the car. But if you have time and you want to do a little more, you continue on the red trail, and the trail that's marked red, and it takes you to the Pink Canyon and to the mine shafts. Wow, this is a steep ladder. Gif?
Lots of things.
Lots of gif. Big gif. Solomon Pillars and Chatcho Temple. Out of all the sites of the Timna Park, this is probably the most famous. So there's a trail. You go and see the pillars, and then you go walk up those steps, and you come down through the Egyptian temple. This whole circle takes about 20 minutes maybe. These pillars were formed by rain that penetrated into fissures in the sandstone, gradually widening them and eventually leaving the pillars detached. The sandstone was formed 500 million years ago. Wow. The most recent excavations of Timna have proved the possible connection of King Solomon to the Edomite copper production during the 10th century BC. You can read more about this in the CTV website, the Central Timna Valley, directed by Professor Erez Ben Yosef from the Tel Aviv University. So after you go into the pillars, then look for this staircase, okay? Because this is really, really a lot of fun.
My name is Gideon, and this is my spouse, Julia. And the amazing place here that you have these all shapes of stones here, and everything is like, as you can see, pink. Like the sand is pink, the mountains are pink, and like very, very unique view over here. And you can do all this part with your car. Yeah, so both of us like digital nomad, which means all our business is inside the laptop.
Yeah.
And we build websites and e-commerce. And while we're doing this, we just travel. Each month we're living in a different apartment. We've been in the north like half a year. Now we're here in the south half a year.
But I'm going to put a link to Gidon and Julia's blog in our descriptions. So make sure you check it out.
Yeah, for sure. And you have Google Translate if you can't understand anything there. Follow us. Stay tuned.
In a minute, you're going to see one of the most beautiful places in Israel ever. Eze makom. This rock shelter in the middle of the Solomon Pillars. Look at this place. Wow, wow. Shia, you want to stay here all day? All year? You're going to stay here all your life? Just going to camp out here on this rock shelter? Yeah. On this rock face. So this is Ramses III, and he is handing an offering to the goddess of the mines. Her name is Chatcho, and that is seen right over there. Yeah, I'm not sure you can see the rock engravement. It's kind of, you can only see the left side, Ramses. So this was carved on this rock 3,200 years ago. Isn't that amazing? Evidence of the Egyptian phase of the mining of copper here at the Timna mines. Down here you can see the Egyptian shrine, the Egyptian temple. I'm going to show you in a minute the most amazing thing that they found. You can see there is a room with an entrance, a podium, and there is a place where the shrine, and look at those niches carved in the rock. That's where they would put the statues of the god. And inside that small little room, they found a lot of worship objects. And one of them is a copper snake. That's the copper snake. The snake appears in the Hebrew Bible with the story of Moses when he was ordered by God to make a copper serpent, a copper snake, and put him on a pole, and they would walk through the desert. The copper snake, in Hebrew Nachash HaNechoshet, was kept in the temple until the 7th century BC. We read in 2nd Book of Kings that Hezekiah, King Hezekiah, smashed Moses' copper serpent. This is the center of Timna Park. There's an artificial lake. You can't swim, but you can rent a boat. And there's camping, a camping site. You can pitch your own tent on these locations around the lake. There's a model of the tabernacle. So if you're interested in the tabernacle, over there. Next to the lake, there's a cafeteria for a snack. And there's family-friendly activities and also clean restrooms. And show me Timna Park. Shiri, you're such a creative artist.
Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed our tour today in Park Timna. We had a great day. Very interesting, learned lots of new things, and saw magnificent views.
So if you enjoyed this video tour, please subscribe. It's free. We really want to get to 1,000. We're almost there. Subscribe. And let us know where you'd like to go on our next tour of
Wonderful Israel.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Shalom.